Welcome to Rezzed. We are here at day 2, and Xander and myself have actually managed to get a few minutes of free time in between dev sessions and interviews to sit down, and Xander seems to have been taken by Hotline Miami, a wonderful little, only what I can describe as 80s ultra-violent Smash TV style, weird top-down, brutal game thing. I believe that's a suitable description, don't you, Xander?
Yeah, the closest thing I can come up with is like Grand Theft Auto, the original, crossed with Max Payne.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird one. It's from Dennerton Games, which would be a guy called Jonathan, and he has now joined forces with another guy. And Jonathan is used to actually creating very fast games. He's normally a game jam kind of guy and spits out these wonderful little games. So to see Hotline Miami come out of a collaboration between him and someone else, it's rather interesting. As you can see, there is customization in this game with the masks, and I'm just kind of watching Xander pick. Are you not going to go with the horse? You didn't go with the horse, Don Juan. Really? Okay. So as you can see, the game is actually more based around stealth than what you would expect from a game like this, as he's now going to jump on someone that is trying to just take a toy. You got hit in the face.
Ow.
Look at this. So the idea is you have to figure out which way you want to get into the rooms and the best strategy for taking out the guys that are on each floor. Once you have finished this, you can then go up to the next level. It's just broken down into missions of you killing people at the moment. You're trying to find out what's going on. And Xander seems to be doing really well. You can actually pick up the weapons as well, and you can throw them at people, which helps. But if you watch, he's just going to stay here. He's going to wait. Can you actually get yourself killed? Can you run out and just show what happens if you're unstealthy about this? That wasn't what I asked for, but you are useless in the best way. See, there you go. That's what you get. So if you aren't stealthy about it, and if you just try to man up and go through this, you can succeed, but it's a lot slower and a lot harder. Whereas if you take your time, if you think about it, you can then do things like that and knock them down. If you don't have a weapon, or if you come through a door and hit them with the door, you'll knock them to the ground. You then can kill them on the ground. If you don't, they will get up. Sandra's now going to grab a briefcase and run for it. I love how the screen is shaking. So he's just finished the first level. He's going to try not to get killed while he's dealing with a briefcase. Are you? Are you going to die? Go on, die. No. He's going to get out of this. There you go. There's what happens when they're down on the ground. If you press space, you'll actually mount them in true Xander style, and you can beat them to death with a briefcase. Why? Because business is... You're in the business of killing, and business is booming. Is that it?
Business is good.
There you go. So it seems to be that every now and again you'll go back to your house, and you'll speak to an answer phone, and you'll get more messages, and then you'll head off. And they're all in this very typical cryptic English, like asking for babysitters or telling you your order is ready and all of this kind of things. And it feels like a fantastic game. It's a wonderful style that you don't see much these days. It's really kind of a kickback. It's ultra violent. It's rather weird. And I managed to sit down and play it before Xander actually started doing the video, and he's now thrown up.
Yeah.
Are you going to say anything other than one word during this? Go on, give me some actual thoughts on this very quickly.
I'm actually quite enjoying this. It's very reminiscent of the original Grand Theft Autos. That just fun, easy to play.
It seems ultra-violent, but over the top a little in some ways, with the masks and everything else.
Yeah, I don't know, it seems to be developing quite a dark story, actually. If you read through some of the cutscenes, the bloke seems to be being forced into this against his will. I mean, they're being sick after he's just beaten a lot of people to death with his bare hands.
Maybe there's something else influencing him, and he's just like, this is, you know, he's finally coming down. He's like, yeah, let's go kill some people. But it's ultra-violent to the point that it does seem a little silly. It does really kind of feel like the original GTA, and that kind of, you know, you could run over the Elvises and things. You remember that?
Oh yeah, and running over the monks.
Yes, the monks as well. I always remember running over Elvis and just the Elvis has left the building thing. But okay, so you've had your hands on it now for a fair amount of time. Do you want to say some final words before we actually wrap this up?
I think I'm going to pick myself up a copy of this. It's a nice little game. I can't see it costing a great deal, and I think little guys that spent a bit of time making a fun to play game need to be recognised, deserve the spotlight.
It seems to me that the levels are short enough that you can actually just pick it up, play through a level here and there, or you can sit down and actually play it for a fair amount of time and just kind of work your way through it. Do you agree?
Yeah, same sort of thing. You don't have to. It's just something you can pick up and play for an hour, a couple of minutes. You don't have to sit down and invest a massive amount of time. You've got 5 minutes to kill. You want to entertain yourself for a few minutes. Dead easy.
Well, there you go. So this is Hotline Miami. It's got to be one of the better games at Rezzed. It really took us by surprise. We kind of wandered by the booth a few times and saw people playing it, and we're like, oh, we should check that out. But everyone at the after party last night was just like, this game is one of the best at the show. Everyone needs to play this game. So of course we had to do it justice. We had to come and actually take a look at it and show you guys it, and yeah, it really does. And given that Xander is now going to die, look at that timing. I got that one perfectly right. As Xander just took a shotgun to the chest, I think we should leave it there, don't you? We've got other things to do.
Yeah, I want to sit and play this, but we've got work to do.
So there you go, guys. We'll catch you for the next interview. Peace.